Alright, so since this car has a space for fog lights in the front, so I wanted to have fog lights installed but through a relay. So I went online and I got this very nice tool, this diagram that shows you how to plug that in. So I did it on one of these relays. This one, as you can see, the wires are still a mess. So what happens is, this is my signal. This is my signal wire, right? So this is my first stage wire. I got 12V from there. So the 12V goes to the relay, and yeah, you saw that. But I don't know which pins are which, but the relay has 4 pins, which is one would be the switch signal, which in my case is this one. And there's another red one, which is the battery positive that comes from the battery straight to the relay. And there's one which is the ground that comes from the relay, grounded anywhere on the car body, or you can, just the car body or a negative ground on the battery, whichever works. And the last one would be the accessory power. So in my case, it's the fog. I think you can see the fog light. So this car has 2 stages of lighting, right? The first stage, which would be the park lights and the rear lights, and the second stage, which would be the headlights. So in this case, the first stage turns on the park lights and the fog lights. You can see that is on there, and the second one turns on the headlight. So this is what I wanted. This is a feature. I didn't want to have a switch. I wanted to integrate it to the switch that is in the car. So yep, first stage, fog lights and interior dash light or cluster lights, and second stage, that would be for the headlights there. So I'm still going to get new projector headlights and do that, but in simple terms, on the relay. So the relay has 4 plugs. Like I said, you would have one which you need to fuse with a 10 amp fuse, the red one that goes from the battery to the relay, pin 30, have a fuse on it. Then you have pin 86, which is the accessory switch. It could be a button switch, it could be a lever switch like I did, but this should like throw 12V to that. So you can test that switch with a multimeter and make sure that it throws out 12V, because the switch is grounded already. And the other one would be the ground, the black one, which is pin 85, goes straight from that to the chassis of the car. And then the red pin 87 would be the power, the red power 12V to your accessory, and your accessories are going to be grounded on the chassis anyway. So that's pretty much what I did. So I did the same with the fan. So my fan is through this relay, and this is for the fog lights. And I'm going to do, I don't know why I'm going to do for this one, because the fuel pump already has a relay. So there's probably some accessory that I want to add on this. So the importance of the reason why you need a relay on your circuit is the current draw. If it just goes from the battery to the switch to the accessory, the current draw is actually held by the switch. So if maybe you have a low amp switch that can burn out quick, right? It can burn out quick because it's going to heat up. That's why sometimes maybe when you have a fan switch and you turn it on, after some time the fan switch heats up, like really heats up. So you need a relay so that it can actually take care of the current draw. You understand? So it's going to, like, the relay will be the master switch, like would be the switch that switches the high current. However, your switch in the cluster or on your dashboard, the switch is just for signal. It's not really carrying any power to power the accessory. It just carries signal to turn the relay on. So if you want to hook up a fan, like I did, if you want to hook up a fan or daytime running lights or spot lamps or what is it, fog lamps, whatever that's going to need a high current draw, especially if you're going to run them for a longer period of time. Like, you can imagine your headlights. If you're driving at night and you're going to drive for 4 hours, obviously your headlights are going to be on for 4 hours. So you don't want that current going through the switch, because after it heats up, it can actually burn the switch and you may be in the dark. So you need to have a relay. Hope this helps.